schools and fans is days like today that can set your feelings about your school allegiance and provide a sense of accomplishment or dread for a very long time. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see a squad from the American, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Volunteers will kick it away to start us off. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. Both these teams just outside the top 25 and really needing to win a game like this to vault their way into the rankings.
And it's just amazing winning a game like this, what it can do for your program, right? Recruiting, your confidence. Everything is better when you've got the number beside your name. And, David, one of these two teams is going to get that number if they pull out the win.
No doubt, and you continue to start the season off and build, right? Because you started with preseason, and you start with getting into the year, and now you're starting to build and build and build and build that momentum. Getting a win against a really good team, finding out who you are, can set the tone for your season.
They make the tackle, but he's got enough to give Georgia a first down.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Rides to back and leaves it. Fighting off the defender. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Dogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll try the run. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's...
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
The Dogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
This defensive coaching staff, they love their secondary, and they love the matchups they have. They believe they've got 5 guys at least back there that can cover one-on-one. You saw a great example of it there on 3rd down, forcing the incompletion.
The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Georgia lining up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. The kick is on its way. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. They'll put that return to a stop with the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position.
Kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. They'll run it from the gun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
From the gun on 3rd down. Throws to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He'll try to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And that's not the attempt you wanted to start the game. First pass of the game, interception. Man, just this is where you go to the sidelines. You have a good talk with your coach. You settle down. It's not the end of the world. It's one pass, but that is not the start he had in mind today.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
That is exactly what most offenses will do. Big momentum play. My defense creates a turnover. I'm being aggressive. I'm going for the big score, the big play down the field. They get rewarded. They get the big passing touchdown.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. The play action fake. Right down the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got his man, makes the grab. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
Third down, understanding exactly where the sticks are. You know, you got to stop certain routes so they don't get to certain depths. Quarterback completes it, gets another first down. Got to be a little bit more mindful of where those sticks are.
And the balls are flying down the field. They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Quickly complete. There he goes. Knocked down at the 25-yard line. Picked up 10 there and gets a first down.
It's really easy to be a quarterback in an offense that runs the football and then runs play action. It makes it simple. It makes the reads easy. It sucks the linebackers and safeties up where I can just make plays right behind them.
The Vols come to the line with a new set of downs. Quick release on the RPO. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Take the profit, right? Pitch and catch. Defense in zone coverage. Receivers got some access. Just spit it out to him. Let him catch it. Advance and get what he can get.
They're dealing with a second and long. From the gun, running back on the move. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Zings it complete to the right. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a fourth and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set, why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now, fourth down, offense has to make a decision.
Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. They'll try to quiet this crowd by moving the sticks on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch. And that's where they'll mark him, but a very productive play, and they'll move the chains.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip-shot field goal with where they were on that fourth down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Vols!
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. The RPO, it's complete. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The Dogs have had a long history of scrappy and efficient quarterbacks. Add a little star power to it, and you've got something working.
You definitely get a little extra something. We see it all across college football. You find that dude at the quarterback spot, it takes you from good to great, and you've seen that with Georgia over the last several seasons.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Motion from the wide receiver. To the air on 2nd down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Wide open spaces. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him in for 2 after they play up top. Georgia going up tempo. Wants to go up top. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Looking to fire. Touchdown, Dogs! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. That's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Touchdown time in Tennessee. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Looking to buy time. Hit as he throws. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB's scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and force the incompletion.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They'll run it from the gun. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. The quick out. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Wide open downfield. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. And it seems like every time they throw it, it's first down time in Tennessee.
First down time, and then let's go again. Let's throw it again. These offenses are not afraid to throw the football. When you got a trigger man you trust, let it rip.
And the Volunteers are moving quickly down the field. Running back searching for a hole. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Tight end now in motion. Trying play action. The sweet feet buy a little time. Got it! Oh, and he thought he might be able to wiggle his way into the end zone, but they knock him down at the 3.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. The Volunteers have it in scoring position on first and goal. Trying to pound their way in. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They've got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tennessee.
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
And he added the extra point. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Going right to work up top. Finds a spot in the middle. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. The Bulldogs in a good spot here with second and short. Trying to move them on the counter. Turning it on! He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
That's the beauty of misdirection in the run game, right? You try to show the defense one look, and then you come back and hit them the other way when they're not expecting it.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Quickly complete.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
And the Bulldogs with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Going to swing it on 2nd down. He's going to throw deep right side. He's got it. They will score. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Just a little off. Incomplete.
I tell you what, you could tell the defense knew exactly what they were doing. They were dialed in, took away the primary target, and then it's on you as an offense. Now I got to adjust. I got to do something different to what they're doing.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. The Dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick strike complete. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the 1st down. They have it at the 36. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Bringing the heat. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. And before they can kick it, the receiving team's going to call a timeout. And the Vols line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. Send the tight end in motion. They'll start this drive going to the air. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, throwing for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him. Finally, the defense gets a win. They needed something to go their way. Got to start getting some more hits on this guy.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. This time he's got his man. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. And the Dogs are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Quarterback making adjustments. They're going to go to the air on third and short. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. And he's not going to take the touchback. I guess it could have been worse on that return. He goes out of bounds at the 15. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. The give to the tailback. Across the 25, he's got room. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking downfield on first down. Looking to take a shot. Got it in stride inside the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Volunteers!
And that was great execution on that drive. That is exactly what you needed. You took almost all of the time, and you cut into this lead. Now you're about to go into the half, get everybody excited, use that momentum to start the second half.
And he makes the extra point. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. One more snap coming before halftime. From the gun, the ground game. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Dogs will boot it away to start the second half. The ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. So here is the Tennessee offense. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Off the play fake. Got his man on the outside. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Wow, you saw the speed of the defense there. They're trying to spit this football out to the running back on the perimeter. And how about the defense able to get to him quickly to bring him down for no gain?
This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Got room on the return. He's in. Touchdown, Dogs! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. ULM was able to walk off the field there in Monroe with the win, but not necessarily without a few bumps along the way. Man, nothing in college football is easy. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. The give to the left side. Breaks into the open. The 40. He's at the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown ball.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
And he puts through the extra point. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Flex a little muscle on this drive. Got his man downfield. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
That's an absolute strike right there. Giving me some Stetson Bennett vibes, some Aaron Murray vibes, even Matthew Stafford with the arm talent on that throw. I'll tell you, they can attack any spot of the field in the passing game because of this guy's talent.
Reads it, fires complete. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down.
Great job by the quarterback there. He saw the safety bite on the run fake. So as the safety comes running downhill, he now knows he has the slant throw to his receiver on the outside.
Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. Gives it on the option. Oh, he's got some space. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
How about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football. Great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
Right back to the well. They get him off his feet after a pickup of 5 down to the 25.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Now the play fake. Under fire. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And just not enough field to hold that one. It's incomplete.
This quarterback is having a day, man. And right there, he was looking for touchdown pass number 5. He has been dialing it up. He's been throwing strikes. We haven't seen him miss very much like he did just there. But what a game this dude is having.
Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. And the defense was right there to make the tackle, but not before they get it to the 12 and set up in the red zone. Georgia ready to dial it up on another 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
All right, offense has got to be better. You've done a nice job getting the football to this point in the red zone, but now you can't go backwards. You've got to be able to get rid of the football if it's not there, and that was a terrible play giving up the sack.
The Bulldogs now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. From the gun, he leads it with the back. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Catch in the middle. It's Schuster. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
And this one is perfect. And now the lead is even bigger. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And that guy is just a man. I mean, he sets the tone in this defense, and we saw it on that play right there. Reminds me a lot of the guy standing beside me, David Pollack. He really set the bar for great D-line play at Georgia. I think back to 2 guys I played against, Richard Seymour and Marcus Stroud, lining up beside each other. and the inside of that D-line. That was an absolute nightmare to go up against.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Vols will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Nestles it in at the 35. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Right on the money. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. What a day it's been on the ground for these two guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Quarterback making checks. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They'll try to pick up this 3rd down and keep the drive moving close to midfield. From the gun, wants to pass. He hurls one deep down the left side. Makes a grab on the shot. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Bulldogs! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way.
I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
Offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. And the Volunteers come to the line in the hurry-up. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Blasted as he lets it go.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
The Volunteers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44, a big-time pickup on that one.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
To the air on first down. Fires to the middle. It's caught downfield. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Vols are rolling down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. It's incomplete, and this sophomore quarterback usually makes that throw every time.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
On 2nd and 10, a four wide out set, trips right. Wants to go up top. Fires toward the end zone.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. This is intercepted along the sidelines, but no, he's out of bounds. It's just an incomplete pass. Very fortunate turn of events for the offense. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. He'll swing that big leg for 3 from 44 yards out. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. That'll close the gap to 14. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. West Virginia is ahead right now, but that's not exactly Major Harris out there. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 7 over UMass. We'll circle back if anything big.
He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
And with that drive, you start to get excited. You start to think about the bounce back from a week ago. Went on the road, tough loss. You get to come back home. And this team has really been a different team today. Nice performance after a heartbreaking loss last week.
And he tacks on the extra point. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So here is the Tennessee offense. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. Be interesting to see what happens here on the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
And that's a first down for the offense.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Wants to throw on first down. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
To the ground with the back.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Complete downfield. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. The give from the gun. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Vols come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, give on the inside. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
Well, it's 4th and short, and you're sort of in no man's land at this point near midfield. I think if you're on offense here, you're going to have to go for it. You're going to have to show confidence in your guys to get it done and go get you the win.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Makes the grab, he's got a first down. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10. And the Volunteers in the hurry up. Wants to go up top on first down. Snagged out of the air. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Using his feet. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee!
Well, I love the decision-making by the quarterback, going to his go-to receiver in that situation of the game. But defense, come on. You got to know that's the guy the QB's looking for.
They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. They're on it, and they get it back for another drive.
And there's still life in this team. Obviously, they're down here in the fourth quarter, but they're able to execute the onside kick. They retain possession, and now let's see what happens.
Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Complete in the middle. And that's where they'll mark him, but a chunk play and they pick up a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield on first down. Throws for the end zone. And that ball is caught in the back of the end zone, but the officials are signaling incomplete. He was out of bounds. And they can't quite hook up trying to make a completion in the back corner of the end zone. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Complete to the right. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Snaps it in the shotgun. Pocket breaking down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, honestly. After that incompletion, now setting up 3rd down, you still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
From the gun, looking for a man. Working that left side now. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
After being stopped there on 4th down, this game's pretty much over. They were going to have to go down in a 2-minute situation and put at least 7 up on the board. They couldn't get it done. Things just haven't gone their way. It's been that type of day today. They're going to leave the stadium with the loss.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee. Really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. We're talking about this